Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, and welcome back to another Blogs with Boilon Friday. Now, before we get started today, I hope that everyone did well on the Thunderous Applause, which is just ending now. And my alliance just squeezed by. So we did get that last milestone here for the 200,000 blue 5 ions and the 10 Thor shards. It was tight. It was super tight. You can see here we only surpassed it by 500 points. I think it's because a lot of us didn't have nowhere for the Alliance War portion of it, and didn't have really high stars on that. But hey, we made it. Now I hope you're all doing well on the current event as well, Intergalactic Merch Booth, which is the main Thor Infinity War unlock event, and we have 5 days left of the, well, they're basically both going to end at the same time. So upcoming, we do have the Vahl month-long of July. That's what's going to be the big bulk of the blog post, but we're going to see what else is in there, including the event stuff and things like that. We are moving towards more of it's going to be, instead of shards in the milestone, it's going to be, we're going back to orbs. And you guys might be familiar, perhaps, with Abomination and Spider-Man 2099, and we're kind of going back towards that a little bit, but we'll see. Hopefully the chart's there, and we'll be able to see how many orbs is coming. And I think the biggest thing, really, is if we will get to free-to-play unlock Vahl, who has 10 days left on the showcase event for you to farm and, unlock some of this stuff, which we'll talk about in a separate video, I think. The drop rates are okay, but it's not as high as I thought they would be. And so while you get some great stuff to farm daily, there's no training orb fragments anymore. That was in the Invaders one. It's not in this here. Also, before we get to the blog, I do want to point out one quick thing. I'm going to do a little bit of a spiel for myself here. I have started a third YouTube channel called Boilon Gotcha Gaming. Now, I know that this is not super similar to games like Marvel Strike Force or even Lord of the Rings, which I have on my second channel. I'm just getting started on this. I'm currently covering Honkai Star Rail, but it's not going to be just this. It's going to be a channel that's going to be dedicated to these types of games. More, I would say, anime and gacha style games, but I wanted to separate it from my main channel for the most part. And I would really love it if you guys would go over there and help support me. If you would click the subscribe button, honestly, that would be amazing, because when it comes to making new channels, I have to start from scratch and I have to make my way up to that 1,000 subscriber mark to get monetized again for another channel. So even if you're not, going to be watching all of this stuff, it would be a great help to me if you would just go over there and click a few buttons for me. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below, and I'll probably pin a comment as well, and that just would mean a lot to me if you guys could go and do that. So let's get to the blog, though, and it's titled Defender of Valhalla. So obviously we're going to get some stuff that I think the layout's a little bit different, because it used to be separated a little bit differently on the screen, I think, normally when I cover the blogs. So what are we getting? We're getting Orb Blitz. They just call it the Orb Blitz now on Sunday. The Loki teen release. Now, I think what that means is probably this the offer, right? So July 3rd, when's that? That's going to be on Monday, okay? And then we have a Strange Heartless Blitz on Monday, Omega Red coming back around, and then the 5th, which I guess is on Wednesday, that's going to be the start of the Vahl event. And so I guess my concern with that is that leaves us with 5 days left of the Vahl showcase, and I just really don't think that you're going to be getting 40 shards of Vahl within the first 5 days. But maybe I'm wrong, and we'll find out down below. Incursion Permanent Campaign Chapter 1 and 2. This is new, right? A new campaign? Star-Lord Annihilation added to the Elite Store. Okay, fine, whatever. Korg added to the bumps. They're calling it bumps now. Basic, Ultimates, Mega, Premium, and Store Supplies. Okay, that's interesting. But this is interesting. What's going to be... I didn't even see that anywhere. I knew that we were getting the new Nexus hard modes. Maybe that's what they meant? Surely that's what they meant, right? Is the Nexus hard mode, not a brand new campaign, because this is in here, the Nexus hard mode chapter 1 and 2, which I assume is what we were getting. That's maybe a typo there. We'll see down below. Loki Teen Showcase on July the 7th if you bought him. Okay, and Payday. Payday's great. That's probably the best thing about all this so far. So let's see what's coming up. Also, if you guys watched my previous video about the state of Marvel Strike Force, which hopefully you did, and the other blog that we talked about, but also the MSFPV reply, or whatever it was the Scopely reply to MSFPV, that we won't be getting orb opening events from Gold and training orbs for the month of July. Of course, does that mean for August beyond? We don't know. And there's going to be less leaderboards in this month as well. So 5 main milestone events, 4 quick rumbles, 3 alliance milestones. Okay, I mean, this is pretty typical, right? Big point items, blah, 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 blah. Achieve mission success by scoring enough points to earn Last Asgardian orbs, containing up to 100, guaranteeing a 3-star unlock with a chance at 4 or higher. At least they're being transparent about this, so the average person is only going to get about a 3-star if you didn't spend any cores and whatnot. So that makes me think that getting the 2-star unlock for Vahl for this showcase just isn't going to happen. But, we'll have to see down below. Frames. Also on the line will be 2 Defenders of Valhalla frames that can be earned during this month long. Well, this is going to be our leaderboard thing, isn't it? Commanders who place in the top 250. Okay, well, let's see down below. Oh, cool. We got that early now. Let's open this up. So, the July meta calendar. Okay. So, hopefully they don't change this as much as they did for June's core, because they changed a lot of June's event, and this was incredibly subject to change. I'm just going to put this right here because who knows. Solo event, a people, not a place. Is that more Korg shards already? Then we have the Teen Loki event, which is going to be on July the 11th. So we have his offer coming out on Monday, or was it Wednesday? I don't know. Anyways, and then apparently it's free-to-play events only like a week later on July the 11th, but we're still about 2 weeks out or so on that event, so keep that in mind. And then just taking a look at some of the photos, we have Beta Ray Bill's event, which is going to be on July the 24th, so that's about 13 days after Teen Loki. And who's the last character? Sylvie. I don't see Sylvie on here, so I guess that's going to be into August then. Or maybe Sylvie's the August month long, and for a raid team, we're getting 2 month-long characters, which means to be able to fully get this team unlocked, or online, basically, that we're going to be waiting 2+ months for this. That's my stab in the dark, that Sylvie is going to be the month-long for August, because that's what it seems like. Or it's a separate event, but yeah, I would probably wager a guess at August month-long, which kind of sucks. So let's scroll down. Main milestone events here. There's the list. I'm going to start working on my July updated monthly tally, kind of like I normally do for these kind of events. Quick rumbles. That's fine. Galactic Warzone Coordinate Assault is back on the table. I don't know what these two things are. Galactic Warzone is Stellar Standoff. This is probably Alliance War based. I think I did see a data mine that suggests this was, that's what it sounds like. That is Alliance War based. Stellar Standoff could be Cosmic Crucible. Honestly, I don't know. But what did the Stellar Standoff? It doesn't really just shows Firestar. Could be Cosmic Crucible. And then what was the other one? Warzone. Yeah, it's definitely an Alliance War event. So. Moving on, be sure to check the web for daily free claim, of course. So here's the leaderboard. Actually, here's the whole month-long chart. So we do have some Vahl. Okay, interesting. 30, 40, 45 Vahl shards right at the front. I'm surprised. So there's the 2-star unlock then, and I guess this would be after the first main event goes live. So that's good. We've answered the question now. So you will get a 2-star unlocked Vahl, and you should be able to, I don't know how many days, you'll get to farm this, the special event that's ongoing right now. Not that one, this one. But you might have a few days at least if you, unlock Vahl later with this, the milestones. So we're getting 45 shards. 45 shards free to play here, and then the rest of it is orbs. So you can see that down below here when we get to about 126. Actually, now the subtotal is 800,000, not 750k. So they're changing this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 14 orbs. Now, if this is a minimum of 6 shards, then we have 14 times 6, which is 84 shards plus the 45. So I guess that's where it is, right? So like I said, it was a guaranteed 3-star, but not 4-star unless you get lucky. So that's basically what we're... These are probably the 675 core orbs, if you think about it like that. That's what I'm assuming. And then, of course, there is a leaderboard down below, which has a lot of blue 5 ions, but only if you're in the top 500, really. And I thought there was a costume. Or the frame? Maybe there's a frame in here, but it doesn't say. And that's about it, really. There's some, the 1 to 2%. It's pretty lackluster. It's just about the same ion stuff as normal. So let's move on past that. The numbers change, so it doesn't really matter. We'll talk about that more when the events are upcoming, because it'll probably be in here. A people, not a place. So this is the first event. The first Defender of Valhalla mission is 2 prongs, utilizing campaign energy and spending power cores. Of course. They've been gouging us for power cores more and more in recent weeks, and so despite all of the positives that I have said actually about things right now, This is one thing that has become a bit of a negative, and this is probably going to be discussed in a separate video, but I feel like they're gouging us more and more for power cores simultaneously. Like, before, 200 cores daily was okay, in my opinion. And now I feel like we're kind of in a place where it's more than that, where actually we had ISO 8 and Campaign Energy spending simultaneously, like right now, or previously, and that was a little bit of an issue when it came to power cores. So we've come to a place where it's not unusual to be spending like 400 power cores daily because of like multiple energy sets. Hit the gas on the Gems of Sidorak, blah, 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 blah. Dark Promotion Crest. Let's expand the chart because that's probably the most important thing here. And we have the Boots of Destiny. So you're going to want to get this to probably get Vahl unlocked. You know, that's probably what's going to be required. I don't think there'll be enough just here alone. There is some Cosmo and Korg shards, and what I find most interesting about this is I feel like they didn't sell well, because they're actually available in the special supply store, which is the new event store, which is, I don't have it right now, but Cosmo and Korg is in here alongside a lot of other recently new characters. And so that kind of tells me that if they're willing to do that, this team did not actually sell that well, but that's just my opinions. But hey, you know, it's pretty good. I don't know if we'll get all the way down here, but at least the event item, that looks to be about 30 Korg shards and 30 Cosmo shards. So that's actually not bad. And that might get me my Korg to 4-star, possibly. So, you know, I know the farmability is really shit, but, you know, they've had other ways in order to get shards for these characters that you typically can get them to at least a 4-star. So there's that at least. So campaign energy spending, it's a 5-day event, campaign energy and power core spending. So I guess I don't have a lot of power cores left to spend, but it's 1-to-1 on campaign energy. And just off the top of my head, you know, campaign energy wise, you can typically get up to about 1,200 daily. So you need 6,700, which means that on top of your spending for your power cores to refresh your energy, you'll probably end up around this mark, the milestone 12 mark, I would imagine, but you need to make sure you're doing your 200 power cores daily on your campaign energy, and that just doubles up for both of the things here. So getting to the Boots of Destiny should be fine. Past that, I think you're looking at more power core spending if you want to get those, but we'll be talking about those specifically in that event video, and we have some more, of course, G18 minis on the line for a leaderboard. So when is this event going live? July the 5th, which means that my 4th of July, happy Americans, and also happy Canada Day, because that's going to be tomorrow as well. So for all you Canadians watching, happy Canada Day and happy 4th of July for Tuesday. That's going to be the date where this event is going to go live, when we'll be talking about all the stuff to do for Wednesday. Always release my event videos about a day before, so keep that in mind and keep up to date. What else do we have? The web milestone, which is going to be including earning alliance credits, which again is spending power cores, because you're spending 50 power cores to do this typically. We'll get the math out for that as well. 700. I'm not sure if you actually need to spend cores for this or not. I think you do. I think you need 50 power cores to get this last one. And the Loki crowns are going to be for a store, I think. Did it say? I think it said somewhere. In exchange for contributing to Loki. Yeah, I think so. And then we have Astonishing X-Men, Quick Rumble. Yeah, if you want to buy for power cores, here you go. So yeah, on July the 3rd. If you want to get unlocked early for the this thing, you know, the showcase. Yeah, I don't know why I went over here. The showcase event. If you want to do that early, also an alligator. Was that another event that's coming? No, that's the showcase event. So same, you know how this works. The showcase. Now you need to use Vahl and Loki Teen. I'm gonna say Kid Loki plus new warrior characters or whatever, or the original Loki as well in here, and that's gonna be part of that. I'm not gonna go over that. Blitz store updates. Power up more characters with shards and catalyst parts. With these updates coming to the Blitz store. Okay. Sunfire replacing Brawn in the Blitz Orb. All right, it's about time. It's been like over a year. And Sunfire will be available for purchase for flat Blitz credits. Update will also increase the quantity of blue, purple, and orange basic catalysts from 5 to 50 with the price. Wow, okay, that is pretty good, I think. I'll reserve my judgment to when I actually see it in the game, but I guess that's good as a sort of a catch-up mechanic for people. And then we have the Friday free claim, of course, which is going to include Blitz charges, actually. Okay. All right. Good luck, Commanders. And, of course, everything in the blog. What is it? It is subject to change. That being said, things are looking a little bit positive. we'll see how things go across the weekend and into next week as well. The drop rate on the showcase thing is not very good. I think this might be a separate video. I've been farming these a bit, and at least on the G17s, they're not very good. It might be better, using your energy on the Origin gear, because they seem to drop more frequently, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'll do a separate video where I just core the shit out of this energy and see how many drops I actually get. But yeah, otherwise, let me know how you guys are doing. Also, how are you feeling in the game right now? And at least it's good to know that Vahl will be unlocked, hopefully with a few days to spare, if you upgrade them early in order to do the showcase. So that's good news. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all on the next video. So until then, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.